I am very pleased to be part of this intergovernmental process being organized by Secretariat of the CBD to develop post-2020 global biodiversity framework by actively engaging the global community towards a new global pact for biodiversity. At the outset, I would like to convey India's strong commitment for conservation of biological diversity of the planet Earth as a responsible nation and as the most successful in biodiversity. We have only 2.5% of the landmass. We have 16% of population of the world, human as well as cattle. Both require water, land and fodder and food. But still we have been able to maintain our biodiversity at 8% of the world's biodiversity reserves. So this is huge. And we have only 1%, 4% of fresh rainwater resources of the world, with 1% of rainfall all over the world. India is pleased to inform that past 11 months we have hosted 2 UNCCD, one COP, UN COPs. One was UNCCD and other was Convention on Migratory Species. In UNCCD, for the growth of biodiversity, we have decided and increased our target for restoration of land, the degraded land. We have improved our target up to 26 million in next 10 years. It's huge target to convert degraded land into a regular land, and which is the base for improvement of biodiversity. We affirm that 2050 vision of a sustainable biodiversity, we are committed to it and we will go ahead with the program. We need smart targets for all sectors, including fisheries, infrastructure, energy, which have impact on biodiversity. We would like post-2020 global biodiversity framework to go beyond just halting nature loss, but also to ensure reversing the loss of biodiversity by building synergies with Paris Climate Agreement, UNCCD's land degradation neutrality goal, UN strategic plan for forest and sustainable development, Ramsar strategic site plan, and biodiversity related other conventions. I was just discussing a case with my colleagues. We have ample roots and other species which are very useful in Ayurvedic medicine. Now Ayurvedic medicines are popular throughout the world, and therefore demand for collection of all these raw material is very much there. So tribals and forest dwellers are picking up, but if there is no replenishment, then things may go wrong and we'll left with nothing in our hand. And therefore we have started thinking and building a process within the main process of allowing in the Biodiversity Act. We are now thinking not only to impose some charges, sharing of benefits, but more important is that we want restoration and a sustainable management of biodiversity resources. So those resources will actually lead us to a sustainable future for biodiversity. I am pleased to state that we understand the need for mainstreaming biodiversity concerns in development planning, and we also wish to reiterate that the post-2020 global biodiversity framework must appropriately address all the 3 objectives of the convention and ensure benefit sharing to custodians of biodiversity, especially the tribal, the marginalized local communities, post-global 2020 framework must see the tone of healing the planet and securing the future of all humanities. I wish this convention all the best. And in this new normal of video conferencing, I think we have become more productive because we talk less and we act more. Thank you.